on. Cut the music, cut the music. Let's start getting real here. Let's start getting real and serious. Because we got a real serious thing that we're about to do. But we're going to have some serious fun while we're seriously doing it. Are you seriously ready? Are you seriously a tea timer? You're about to be. So, this shit right here, this shit right here, this shit right here, this is tea time. I'm your host, Tony Murr. And if you are watching this, if you have one eyeball, if you have two eyeballs, if you're an insect of some sort, you have 8 eyeballs. If you have a big stomach, if you have a little stomach, if your left arm is a little bit longer than your right arm, if your 2 arms are longer than your legs, if you were born without a foot, if you were born with an extra foot, I don't care how you're genetically made up, I don't care how you look, but if you're looking, if your eyes are directed at the screen right now, if your ears are hearing my voice, then you are officially teed up. We're teed up around here. We're teed up because this is tea time. Let me tell you what tea time is. Because what we're about to do is the Monday Night Football game. Tea Time is an alternate broadcast of sorts. Consider it the Manning cast, which is going on right alongside this, but it's new age. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit more fun. You're enjoying yourself just a little bit more. These are all the big differences that make you want to Tea Time. So let me tell you the true Tea Time setup. If you're a football fan, if you're watching this, you're a football fan. And if you're a football fan on your big screen TV right now, congrats on the TV, by the way, you're living large. You're going to have the Dolphins and Steelers Monday Night Football game on. But what you're going to want to do that's different is you're going to have that at a hushed volume. You still want to hear the sights and sounds of the game. But what you want is Tony Murr, me, and Tea Time illustrating, orchestrating, broadcasting the game for you. This is an alternate broadcast. So on your secondary device, on an iPad, on a tablet, on a phone, on a computer, I don't care if you manage to get like one of those potatoes with a wire attached to it and it's attached to a random screen and then Tea Time pops up. If you got that scientist in you, go ahead and science on them. But either way, you got Tea Time set up on the side because I'm going to be the broadcaster for this game for you. You did Joe Buck, you did Troy Aikman, you did Peyton Manning, you did Eli, you little slut. You did all 4 of them. You did all 4 of them. How about you unsluttify yourself? Slut it up a little bit less, just do 1 guy instead of doing 4 guys, okay? I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I pay a lot of homage and a lot of respect to them because they paved the way for what we got going on right here, okay? So soon enough, I'm going to have a score. Once this game starts, I'm going to have a live scoreboard up, so you're going to be able to see exactly where I'm watching the game. If you're a real tea timer, you can even time up your TV to be watching exactly where I'm at. And then next thing you know, we're simpatico. We're simpatico. It's a symbiotic relationship. It's like one of those big sharks with a little fish that always swims next to it and just eats all the scraps that the shark doesn't care about. That's the type of relationship that we have. I benefit from you, you benefit from me, and then at the end of the day, this is us. It's school picture day. Big old smiles, and like it almost feels like your belly's full because that's the level of satisfaction that we're going to be working with here. So let's get into this game because it's a good one. These are 2 potential playoff teams. So I got it right here so we know exactly where we're at. Let's actually make sure that this is good so I can get the scoreboard for us. Yep, we're going to get that there and that there. All right, so I'm going to get that there. So what the game is tonight is the 6-7 Dolphins versus the 7-7, I believe. Is it the 7-7? Have the Dolphins not had their bye? Are there byes left? How have the Steelers played 1 more game? That's not for me to figure out. It's the 7-7 Steelers, or are they 7-6? Are they 7-6? Now I gotta look this up. Give me the fucking records. Alright, now we're going to have to go to ESPN. ESPN will give you some clout for tonight. How's that sound? Okay, the 7-6 Pittsburgh Steelers versus the 6-7 Dolphins. Yes, I understand. Shouldn't you know this? Shouldn't you know this? It's your job. That's not. There's a lot that goes into this job. Okay, sometimes the details they escape me. Don't blame me for it. That's just who I am as a person. So 7-6 Steelers at home against the Dolphins. The Steelers right now are atop of the AFC North, but by a slim, slim margin. The Ravens are 7-7, right behind them. The Dolphins are 6-7, right on the outskirts in the playoff hunt still. They have a 1% chance of making the playoffs today, and then another 1% chance tomorrow if they win this game. So not much changes for them if they win, but if they do lose, a whole lot changes for them because they are done. They are out of the playoff race. The Mike McDaniel, Coach McDaniel with his capri, with his big old glasses and his big watch over in Miami, he's got the boys playing right. They've righted the ship. They look like one of the worst teams in the NFL to start this year. They were looking like a sad organization, and they are, but they kind of turned things around. They're rallying the troops a little bit here. So I'm excited for this Dolphins team. The Steelers, on the other hand, it's a story of hot and cold. 1 second they're one of the best. 1 second they're competent. They can play offense. They can play a little bit of defense. The next thing you know, they're right back to Midville, where they can't do anything exactly right. Last week they looked really great. They beat the Ravens. Who knows what we're going to get this week? All you know is if the Steelers are underdogs in certain spots, bet them then. If they are favorites in certain spots, do not bet them then. Right when you start believing in the Steelers is when you should not. Oh, McDaniel, he's got one eye fogged up in those glasses. The other one he's able to see through. That's a bad look to start it off. I'll say that. All right, Dolphins starting with the ball. We have some major fantasy implications. I want you to pay attention to these three bets. Dolphins money line, Ollie Gordon touchdown, and then another thing to notice is that Jonnu Smith, this is his old team that did not want him last year. Aaron Rodgers is going to deeply care about that because he knows what it's like to vindicate himself up against someone he believes has wronged him. So he's going to purposely get the ball to Jonnu Smith tonight. Over under 1.5 grabs, he gets at least 2 for us. I would even bump it up, say he's going to get 4, maybe a touchdown. All right, so let's get this game up and going. So here we go. All right, we're gonna get this. Okay, look at that, wide open down the sideline. Is that Waller right there? Julian Hill. Gain of 20 out of the gate. All right, so I'm just trying to get the live scoreboard up. This is where there will be a little lapse in me talking, but it's all for the better. Let's see, we got 14:30. Oh no, it's less than that. Oh, okay, we got nothing going on that play. Let's see how lined up we are here. Yep. All right, we're 1 second off. That's gonna do just fine. Let's get this. All right, we're ready to go. That's gonna be a fun game, Riley. We got a lot of good tea time coming up toward the end of the season. I'm very thankful for it. This is the type of season that you talk about things you're thankful for. I'm very thankful for some good tea time games. All right, we got Dolphins 3rd and 7 right now. Biggest down of the game thus far. Barely gets a snap off in time. Tua looking for space, doesn't find it. Tries to thread a needle. Nothing going there. Tua Tagovailoa, if that's how you want to pronounce his name, Tua T. He is 0-5 in games that are 40 degrees or less. The narrative of him stinking in the cold is true. All All right, we're punting it already. They got to about the 50-yard line. Now we're punting it back to the Steelers. Oh, almost could keep it in there, but not enough. Yeah, that's a touchback. So we're rooting. I'm gonna have to show you guys my fantasy team almost immediately. Okay. So I mean, this is as good a time as ever to show you guys my fantasy team. So I know you guys love my fantasy team. You want to know everything about it. You wish it was your fantasy team, but it actually turns out you don't, because in one of the leagues I'm knocked out of the playoffs. I had 3 fantasy leagues. Didn't make the playoffs in one. Safely avoided the toilet bowl, being the worst team in the league and having to do a punishment. So I avoided that. In my 2 other leagues, I made the playoffs as a 6 seed. And let me show you exactly how that went. Okay? So we're going to go to my matchup. I'm not doing the box score. That shit sucks. Okay, so we're going to go window capture on them. Nope. Yeah, there we go. All right, so as you can tell, so I'm doing that stuff in your face going against booty clapping. I was looking like the favorite all damn day. This is just real solid to really good with Puka. Real solid all up and down here. Drake May came out hotter than Haiti and then turned out to be as cold as ice. He got all his points basically in that first quarter. Without that Rams Lions game, this would not even be close. He was absolutely stinking, but the 3 people he had in that game, 31 from Goff, 21 from Kyron Williams, 26 from Jameson Williams, and that really just put me over the edge. So right now I'm down by 31 points. He's got the Steelers D and Kenneth Gainwell going right now. I got DK Metcalf and Chris Boswell. I mean, ESPN's giving me a 10% chance to win. I think that's about right. The chances are slim, but they're not 0. So this is what we're currently rooting for. We want a big scoring game for Miami to get the Steelers defense all the way to 0. We want a lot of Warren. We want a lot of Warren. Not enough because my brother's going against them. Not enough to screw him over. Kenneth Gainwell, you can't get more than 7 points tonight. DK Metcalf, we need about a 20-point game out of. He's only done that twice this year. And Boswell, we need a 10-point game out of. He can do that. He's even given us a 20-point game this year. Oh, I realized that I was just behind that the whole time. Sorry. All right. There's one to Jonnu Smith. What the hell did I say? The first play of the game going to Jonnu Smith. This is something that Rodgers absolutely cares about, is getting him the ball to vindicate himself against his old team that didn't want to pick him up and pay him money after his good season last year. That's exactly what I was friggin' saying. All right, Steelers start with the ball. Well, started with the ball at this moment. They did not start with the ball for the game. Rodgers about to snap it. He does. Oh, we got it to Gainwell. That's a 2-yard, make him fumble. Oh, yeah, that's it. We're playing rough with Gainwell tonight. He's like our little voodoo doll. Throw him around. Give him a little stab. Not like a fatal stab, one just like a metaphorical stab. Give him a little forearm shiver. Get Gainwell a little roughed up. Look at Isaiah Samalu with that little side piece, that little side bun. We got Gainwell still in the game. We don't want that. We don't want him anywhere to be found. Oh, so why do they call that sometimes and not others? Is it because the offense has to react to it? Oh, we're throwing it to Gainwell. Gain of about 9 right there. Well, they needed 8. That was a gain of about 7. Do they go for this year? They definitely don't go for it. That ain't in Tomlin's DNA to go for it. Can we? That's got to be the end of Gainwell. That's got to be the end of Gainwell right there. He just got 2 points on that drive. I really can't afford to see any more Gainwell. See, they're not going for that. So 4th and 1, still more than 10 minutes left in this first quarter. We're giving it back to the Dolphins already. Wipe out that whole first 5 minutes. Nothing even happened. Oh, good punt. Parker Washington making a guy miss and making him look silly while he's missing. Dives to no one. Dives in the foam pit that I used to do at gymnastics class. Yeah, I did gymnastics class. So what? So what? All right, so we're going back. We're going back to there we go. All right, so that's yeah. Now we're down. We're down even more. Now we're down even more. We get that there's an issue. Okay, let me just show you. You guys have seen him on the stream. He's a friend of mine, but did not feel like that this weekend. I'm Chicken Parm on wheels going against the Hornets Nest, one of the best teams in the league in my opinion, and it did not work out in my favor. I had Baker starting off going for about 20. That's decent. McCaffrey, he was projected to get 26 points. 15 was, I mean, it was a decent game. It's a good game. It's a good game, but when you got McCaffrey, you need 20 plus. Hampton, just too average to work with. Terry McLaurin, great game. He had a touchdown. Diggs, we need more out of Diggs. Fannin did what he needed to do. Michael Wilson did what he needed to do. Fine out of loop, fine out of the defense. This is what I had the trouble with is the starts and sits. I mean, Mitchell was never going to get in there, but although he was a thought, this was the first time I sat a healthy Brian Thomas Jr. and I paid for it. The thing is, he was never going to get in for Diggs. He wouldn't have been the switch. It would have been Wilson going against the Texans D. But I mean, if you look at him on this side, it's all average up and down here. CeeDee Lamb had a good game, all average up and down here. He had a good game. This is what killed me. This is what killed me. Trey McBride, 37 points, 12 receptions, 135 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He has an average game for. He does a 15-point game. Shit's looking different. Shit's looking different, but that's the end of my fantasy season. It could be all over. It could be all over after this, which is sad. Which is sad to say. It can all end in one weekend. But hey, we made it to the dance. Look at beautiful Pittsburgh. I want to see. I want to go to the Pittsburgh baseball stadium to see all those bridges in the outfield. Those look special. I want a little piece of that. I want a piece of that action, boss. In Ohio, there's a lot of stuff going on. All right, 10-14 left in the first quarter. Yeah, we got Tua handing it off to Achan. Great gain on first down. That's about 6 or 7 yards right there. It's starting to take over my mind. My little cousins, they were obsessed with it when they went on stream over Thanksgiving, and now every time, because 6-7, like it does come up a lot. Like people like 6 or 7. People will say in everyday life like 6 or 7, like 6 or 7, and it comes up. It comes up. All right, room for the Dolphins here. Room for Dolphins. Move the ball. Move it expeditiously. Score on the Steelers defense. You can run the ball on them. Jalen Waddle, is he starting the snap with his hands in his? No, he wasn't. He wasn't. All right, pitch to Achane with a lot of room, lot of running room. Oh, he gets picked up by Ramsey, and he's purposely babying him, holding him up in the air, saying, "Look how small this guy is." Now he's celebrating, but that was about a gain of 15 yards. So jokes on him. And that's the difference between good and great. Good players, they're gonna wanna. I mean, he was great. He's still good, but good players, they'll show off. Hey, I made a good tackle. Great players, they're not gonna be happy with that 15-yard gain for a first down. Oh my God, who's in here? All right, we got him. Tua throwing the ball. He's open 17. Waddle over the middle. That's one of the favorite routes of this Miami team. Just a nice crossing route for Tua. No more than 10, 15 yards down the field. Time passing game. Yeah, that's perfect right there. Nice open window. Tua throws a nice spiral in there, too. Look at this ball. Look at this ball. Nice ball, Tua. Yeah, who wouldn't miss Tyreek Hill? I mean, this could be a legit. They're like fake. We could be in the playoffs right now. If they had Tyreek this whole season, that could have completely changed. But maybe they're better off without him because of how weird he's been acting recently. Holy fuck! What a bad pass. What the hell was that? That was an absolute lollipop. Oh, the Steelers defense. The Steelers defense. I think that's night night. I think that's night night for doing that stuff in your face season. What is that pass? What is that pass? We're gonna have to see this again. Show the whole thing. That's brutal. That wasn't even close to being good. An absolute lollipop of a pass. He can't throw the ball over 30 yards. He can't throw the ball over 30 yards. Oh, wow. That was brutal. That was effing brutal. Guys, I'm dealing with a cut on my lip. You see that? It's like one of the. It's a split. It's a split of the lip. So it's like you want to like it's real stiff. It's like whenever you smile, resplit. It's hard to get rid of these types of things. Honestly. How old's your brother, Riley? And Frosty the Snowman is a great song. We can sing it together. Frosty the Snowman was a happy, jolly soul with a corncob pipe and a button nose and two eyes made out of coal. Frosty the Snowman was a magic man, he was. I don't know the second verse. Will the children play, be laughing? I don't know. Your little brother probably knows more than me. That's awesome. What's your favorite Christmas song, Riley? There's a lot of good ones. This weekend. I was really in the Christmas spirit, singing them all. Frosty the Snowman was a happy soul he was. The children say you can laugh and play. 15 interceptions on the year for Tua. That's one a game. A little bit more than one a game. Not great. Oh, Asante Samuel Jr. They just added him after a back surgery. They're running this ball, no doubt about it. They love pitching it. They don't like handing it off, and maybe that's a count of the broken wrist on Rodgers, but they love pitching the ball. They won't hand it off. Good game from Warren right there. They say there was a loose ball at the end of that play. We gotta watch. See, we needed this replay. Absolutely needed this replay. Let's see if he was open even for a second. I mean, no, look at him. Yeah, I mean that was all covered, but he threw a lollipop of a pass too. Like it looked like it slipped out of his hand. Oh, good game from Warren right there. Just short of the first, kind of a bad spot they're giving him. 3rd and 1. Oh, of course. The classics are the best. You don't need like that you really hit a cap on Christmas songs. Like when the Jonas Brothers start getting in there, and Ariana Grande, Katy Perry. Like I go without all their versions of the Christmas songs. We already got enough. Just play the classics. I'm with you, Riley. Oh, we're doing a little tush push without Rogers. What is going on? I think did he get it? They're not giving it to him. Short. Who is this guy? Number 83, Hayward. They're giving him the ball on QB sneaks on tush pushes. They put the big old Darnell Washington behind him. They run it back. Let's see what the analytics say. Go for it. Troy Aikman in the booth. He's old school. He says, don't go for it. Punt. I think they're just going to run that same exact play again. Oh, they get him. Yeah, a little quick snap. That's a first down. He has 7 carries on the year now, this guy, all in the QB sneak tush push fashion. I like that, a little quick snap. Is this guy 83? Like, why don't they give it to Washington to get the snap? Who's going to get him to be pushed back? Why is this guy the tush push specialist on the Steelers? I feel like they could probably get someone better than that. Rodgers gets a snap. He's looking. He's looking right now. He gets his dump off to Gainwell. Enough of those. Enough of those. Yeah, I mean, the start of this game had to be totally different in order for me to even have a shot. And now I don't. I'm watching the fantasy season go away. Take it easy, me. Take it easy on me, Riley. Your Seahawks barely beat Phil Rivers yesterday. I'd be more concerned about that. That was a choke job, though. Let's not get that wrong. But what I will say is I think the Bills should be the favorite to win the Super Bowl. Josh Allen is the best player in the league. I don't even think we played that bad yesterday. We just got Josh Allen. It's hard to stop that guy from scoring touchdowns. There he is right over the middle. DK, right when you need him. Come on. Breathe a little bit of life in me, DK. Make me believe for a second. You can be the Christmas spirit for me this year. Make me believe for a second, DK. Leave the little cookie crumbs and milk for me. Make me believe there's a Santa Claus. Yep, there you're gonna find DK right in that little hole right there. And he says, I'll take 20. I'll take 20 yards. Give it back to the young motherfucker. Give it back to the young motherfucker. Okay, we're handing it off to Warren. He's finding space now, too. Good game. 5 or 6 right there. A little gassy around here. A little gassy around these parts. We'll be okay. Don't get too concerned, but you've been hearing the gas around here. No? We're handing this ball back off again. It's gonna be a pitch. Yeah, I mean that's the right thing to do. Warren finding some. Oh, he shouldn't. That should have been a cut in, not a cut out. It's always easy. It looks easier to make that cut out. It's always better to cut that inside. All right, this is kind of bothering me that I'm just 1 second ahead of where I'm watching. Oh, now I'm off. Now I'm off. Damn it. He's looking for someone. It's Kenneth Gainwell, god damn it. Oh my god, enough of this asshole. Oh, I'm sick of this prick. It's already done. He's already way too involved. They just signed this guy too, Valdez Scantling. Oh, just a little bit of a bump is what they needed for the first down. It's like Chow in Hangover. Just a little bump, get my head straight. Oh god, I keep missing it. Another Gainwell give. All right, let's resync this and be good for the game. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Now, okay, we're good now. We go as we go, you know? This is a good drive out of the Steelers. 11 plays, 48 yards. Going for it on fourth down. I like that too. We're throwing it to Warren for some strange reason. Big hit from number 44. Here comes the Robinsons. Number 44, Robinson with the big old shtick on Warren. Oh, his name's Chop too. Even cooler. Here's to you, Chop Robinson. You thought you were going to gain yards today. Not on his watch. 6'3", 250. Woof. All right, we got Rodgers. I haven't seen Jonnu Smith in the game since that first play of the game. Rodgers was shaking his head at him too, so it doesn't look like he'll be back out there anytime soon. Rodgers trying to make something happen. He gets sacked in the backfield. Number 20, is that Phillips? No, it's Brooks. Jordan Brooks. I was thinking Jordan Phillips. He's now on the Eagles. Coming to the end of the first quarter here. We are at the end of the first quarter, which means tea time horse race. If you like a horse race, you pick a number between 1 and 6, like the size of a die. And then this is what we're looking at for the horse track. 6 people on here. If your horse makes it to the other side before any of the other horses, you win. And what will happen is if you win enough of these horse races, you win the monthly giveaway. What the monthly, okay. All right, Riley, I think you are the only one in here, so I want you to pick a guest. You will have all the even horses. A guest will have all the odd horses. Anyone from that horse race leaderboard, pick someone to give the odds to. All right, I'm going to get this in position for us. We're going to have our first horse race of the night, people. First horse race of the night. Oh, it's Stevie Splits. Evan. He says, hold your horses, and he does it literally. Both literally, and the saying goes, hold your damn horses. He wants the 2 spot. We got Evan in the 2, and we got Riley in the 6. Oh, wait, let me get these in position. I thought I was ready. Hold on, we got 2 and 6 in the race. Riley, Evan, let's go. It's a 2 to start off. Evan steals the show. He wants a win. He wants a toy for a tot. There's a 3. There's a 3. What I always like is we can get all the horses out at once. Give me 1, 4, 5, 6. There's a 4. Okay, we got 2, 3, 4 right in a row. Give me a 1, 5, 6. Give me a 1, 5, 6. There's a 6. There's Riley getting on the board. Give us a 5. Give us a 5 or a 1. Oh, it's a 3. It's a 3. Okay, now it's officially wonked. No, wait. Oh, that was wrong. This is the 3. I'm a little off my game when it comes to that. I need to redo the horse track is what I need. There's a 6 for Riley, and there's another 6 for Riley. He's ripping them off now. That's 3 for... And there's a 4. There's a 4 getting involved. Okay, 6 is in the lead, though. There's a 1. 1 getting out of the game. We're just waiting on 5. Once 5 gets... Oh, wait, we got a touchdown. Who scored? Oh, no, that was just a touchback. That was a punt. Hold your horses. There. There's a 2. Evan, there you go with the 2, buddy. You're tied for second place, and there's another 2. 2 in a row for 2. Riley and Evan tied for the lead. I love to see this. Oh no, it's already off. The toes are out. That's a 1. We're still waiting for 5 to get out of the gates. I would love every horse to be involved here. There's 6. Riley, he was sick of being tied. He wants that lead for himself. He's a little selfish in their way. There's 3. There's 3 tying for second. And there's 5. We got all the horses in play now. Everyone's out of the gate. And there's a 1 in there. There's a 1, 2, 3 all tied for second place. Riley's in the lead by 1. And there's another 5. Okay, now we have a little bit of a race, I'd say. No, there's 3 and 6 tied for the lead. 3 and 6 are going to be, and there's 6. Every time you think you're tied with Riley, he says, nice try, nice try. And there's 2. Oh, Evan wants a little bit of that juice. He's right behind Riley. And there's 4. 4 wants to get involved as well. Okay, I want to see a little bit. And there's 6. I mean, right when you think you have a chance against the 6, he moves up. He moves on. There's 5, though. Okay with the 5. Guys, let's see. I think this could be an open race. There's 4. 2, 3, 4 tied for second place, but 2 spots behind 6. There's 6. I mean, right, I wanted to speak into existence. I want to make you feel like you have a shot. When 6 is moving like this, no one has a shot. There's 3. Okay, I mean, 3's not going to do anything, though. We really want the 2. And there's 1. Okay, 1 sneaking in there. Still way behind 6. There's 2. Okay, Evan. Okay, you're only 2 spots away from the 6. Oh, it looked like a 6. It was a 5. These horses are all knotted up in the background back here. There's a 4. 2, 3, 4 tied for second place. And there's another 4. 4 moving into solo second place. 1 behind 6. Oh, it stays in. There's another 4. 4 and 6. 4 is not going to do anything for you right now. But, guys, look at Riley go. Look at Riley go. He is winning this month by a large margin. Riley, that's 7 wins. That's 7 horse race wins. The next closest guy's got 2. You're going to have to give someone a break, Riley. You are too good at this. I mean, really, the object of the game is pick 6. If you're first in the chat and you pick 6, you're probably going to win. You're probably going to win. That's the moral of the story. Riley, good on you, buddy. That's a way to tea time. You're doing it the right way, at the right fashion, with the right speed, with the right people. We're going to have to make an update for you here. Let's see. You got the horse race leaderboard. GG's in the chat for Riley. GG's in the chat. No, I even switched the color. I switched the color purposely, Ev. It's been green. It's been green. I'll go back to the green for you. We'll go back to the green for halftime, but just so you know, I switched it to red tonight. We've been using green. 7, 2, 2, 1, 1. Wow. All right, 3rd and 2 for the Dolphins. Let's see how they're moving right now. Dolphins, I'd like to see a little bit of action from the Fins. I'd like to see a little bit of action. 0-0 in this game. What was the over-under in this game? I did like the under. I'm saying that now. That was short. That was short right there. That was short right there. He initiated the slide before the first down mark. Tua, if you don't want the smoke, don't leave the line of scrimmage. Look, you had it. You had it. He's playing. Look, you're very scared style of ball. That's short. And I don't blame him with the concussions he's had, but you can't effectively play the position in that manner. I'm sorry. That's a little too scared for my liking. All right, 4th and 1. We're punting this thing. It's a huge punt off right now. Punt to the punt. This game's moving quickly, too. I've been streaming for 44 minutes. We're already into the second quarter. Pretty decently. They'll take that. That's no problem. That's no problem. This guy is not even happy to be a ref. He's like, I gotta give them bad news again. I just like the touchdown. I like to do safeties. I like to do the safeties. I like to do touchdowns. Don't make me do the bad news. Let me just do the good news. Is that so hard? I wish there should be good news refs and there should be bad news refs. Bailey just got it off. Oh, wow. Did he not call? You gotta call. You gotta call a fair catch on that one. He just got leveled. What are you doing there? I mean, for him to even hold on to this, oh, big old hit. And look at this dude. He's not even wearing gloves. Yeah, that's someone that you don't want to mess with. All right. I mean, we're moving expeditiously throughout this game. We already did the game predictions. I already showed you my fantasy scenarios. Heads up, they're shot. They're done. I'm actually checking. As I'm saying this, I'm checking how done I am. Because Gainwell, yeah, Gainwell, he's already got 4 points. DK's got 3. DK's got 3. Steelers D's got 12. Yeah, I mean, it's toast. I'm down 24. Oh, no, I'm down 34. I'm down 34. Really nice. I got a 1% chance to win. Really nice. Okay. All right, so if you are a tea timer, you should know the Tea Time Tailgate, my version of an NFL Sunday morning show where we give best bets, fantasy football advice, and overall football Sunday optimization. What I like to do is a little bit of a recap of how my picks were during the Tea Time Tailgate. So let me get into that for you. I was 19-15 on the day, one of my most winning days in Tea Time history. It's hard to make picks. It's hard to make 2 picks on each of these games. You're going to end up always around even. All right, Cardinals at Texans. The Texans, I think the final score was 40-20. The over/under was 42.5. The Texans were favored by 10.5. I had the Cardinals plus 10.5 that lost. I had over 42.5 that won, and then I had a Woody Marks touchdown that also got it. Bills at Pats. I had the Bills minus 1.5 that got it. Josh Allen touchdown that got it. Ravens at Bengals. I had the Ravens minus 3. They won 24-0. I had a Mark Andrews touchdown though that did not hit. So far so good. This game is where I had a little bit of a slip up. Jets plus 13.5. They couldn't even cover that spread. I did have the over 40.5 in this game. The Jacksonville Jaguars scored 48 points. Over 50.5 receiving yards for Breece Hall. He had 14. Lost that one. 2 for 3 on this next game. I had the Browns plus 7.5. They lost by like 30. Luther Burden over 27.5 receiving yards. He had over 80. Cole Kmet over 11.5 receiving yards. He had over 40. Commanders at Giants. We had the over 46.5. That hit. It was like 29-22. Dale over 57.5 receiving yards. He had like 54. So we just missed. Last one, Raiders at Eagles. My mortal lock. Eagles minus 11.5. It was 31-0 this game. Barkley for 2 touchdowns. I was really on my fuck you shit. He got 1. I should have just gave you the 1, but I gave you the 2. Because I love a little fuck you shit. There's a big run by Warren at the flag. Coming all back. Bring it all back, Sonny. Was it though? Hold by big old Darnell Washington coming back. Who are we looking here? We got no, that's Darnell, and then we got 16 over the middle. Is that Adam Thielen? Adam Thielen getting a couple yards there. Look, he was teed up. You see Rodgers doing the tee up right there? Where's Rodgers looking? Yeah, give it to big old Darnell. Who's tackling him? It's going to take a lot of guys, and they still can't do it. There's about 6 Dolphins on this guy. He's still upright. Oh my god. He's a monstrosity out there. These guys are all massive. No one is bigger than him. Look, he's got a big smile on his face, too. How is... I mean, I'm just looking for John Smith. How the fuck is he not in the game still? All right, he's looking. He's looking. It's third down. Oh, yeah, he's not going to be able to evade any of that. He gets thrown down hard. His chin strap loosens up. It looks like a worse tackle than it was, but when you're a 44-year-old man or 42-year-old man, everything's going to hurt that much more. Nothing really doing in this game. Both of these teams moving the ball, not really, kind of like at a fake rate. We're punting this off. Big old punt. Oh, never mind. The guy was just way set back. Yeah, that's a good play by Samuel. All right, going back to the Dolphins. 0-0 in this game, almost halfway through the second quarter. Yeah, that looked bad. 0-0 still. All right. Oh, SpongeBob themed Burger King, guys. I've been saying for a couple weeks now, Burger King deserves a little bit more shine. It certainly does. Had it again this weekend. It was good. Okay, we're going back to this game right here. Back to these games. Chargers at... This is my tea time tailgate record. Chargers at Chiefs. Chiefs minus 5.5. Silly me for still believing in them. They lost that game. Herbert, interception. That hit. Kelsey, over 39.5 yards. He had 70. So 2 for 3. So we have Packers at Broncos. Broncos plus 1.5. They won outright at the Broncos money line. That hit. Sutton, over 52.5 yards. He had over 100. Seemed like a silly line, no? All right, we got Lions at Rams, over 54.5. The total was 41-34. Over 2.5 passing touchdowns for Stafford. He had 2. Couldn't get that one. 3 for 4 on this game. Titans at Niners. Niners minus 12.5. They won by 13. 49ers first quarter minus 3.5. That hit. Kittle touchdown. That hit. 49ers first half minus 7.5. They won by 7. Colts at Seahawks. This is my most regrettable pick of the whole time. I don't know why I was tipping on the haterade, why I was coming down so hard and so firmly on Phil Rivers. How could I not be on the right side of history and be rooting for that? I was just pissed that they can't find any better quarterbacks. But to not be rooting for Phil once he gets in there, that's a real hater. That's a real hater right there. I apologize. I had I had the Seahawks minus 13.5. They only won by 2 or 3. Tyler Warren over 4.5 grabs. I think he only had 2. Panthers at Saints. I had the Saints plus 2.5. That hit. Tyler, oh shucks, I just threw for 2 touchdowns. He threw for 1. So yeah, I had him over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Then Vikings at Cowboys. They had the Cowboys minus 5.5. They lost. CeeDee Lamb touchdown. That did not hit. But the mortal lock lives on. Eagles minus 11.5 against the Raiders. They won by 31 points. People were afraid to go against the Raiders after what happened the week before. I wasn't. I was going right back into the line of fire. Hand off to Achane. Good gain right there, about 4. I mean, this is what we have to work with here. That's the most exciting play of this game. A little 4-yard run. A nice graphic with Mike McDaniel and Tomlin going their little toboggans. A support unity hat from McDaniel. I mean, I don't know. Even I don't have a problem supporting unity. I have a problem with that hat. It sucks. Who's actually wearing the support unity hat? All right, we got a double fake handoff, and it looks like, oh, they were looking for something deep. Get rid of it. Yeah, get rid of it. You don't want to get yourself hurt there, Tua. 3rd and 6 now. Nothing open on that play. Yeah, so we did a little double fake handoff. Fake to the fullback. Fake to Achane. Wants to get it to Waddle. They got a lot of safety help. It was only really a 2 receiver option on that play. They snuffed that out. They snuffed that out badly. 0-0. 0-0 again. No scores in this game. 0-2 on third down for the Dolphins. Let's see if they can change it. 0-5 for on third down for the Steelers too. No third down conversions in this game. We got Tua rolling out. He's got time. He's got Achane open. First down on third down of the game. Give it to your best player, Devon. Great play. This guy is one of the best running backs in the league. He can do it all. We have some really great running back play in the league right now. Saquon Barkley's having a down year, but Gibbs has been incredible. Bijan Robinson has been incredible. You got to throw Achane in there. He's been incredible. James Cook, been incredible. Who am I missing? Henderson's coming on the scene from the Pats. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anyone that's having a good season. Oh, we're giving it to Ollie. Gain of 3 or 4 yards right there. Won't be surprised if he gets in the end zone, people. Oh, yeah, CMC, how do you not include him? He's got to be included. He's just so... He's such a staple. Jonathan Taylor's been incredible this year, too. CMC is such a staple that you almost forget how good he is because he does it every single week. He does it probably the least flashy way out of all the guys, too. And is it just because he's white I'm saying that? Maybe. Maybe he's just got a boring style of play. All right, Ollie Gordon going back in there. 3rd and 1. They're driving. Are they in field goal range right now? Achane and Ingold out of the game. They're just outside of field goal range. You gotta give. Oh no, that's field goal range. That is field goal range. 3rd and 1, coming up on. Well, we got 5:40 left in the first quarter, first half. 2 in the shotgun. Ollie Gordon behind him. We're handing it off. Oh, and he's met way behind the line of scrimmage. Patrick Queen. I mean, you can't hand that off right there. The guy you're handing it off to is starting 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Hate that play. Look at this. He gets blown up. No one even touches this guy. Look at this. Oh, what happens there? What happens there? Completely untouched going into the backfield. Nice tackle. Are there going to be any touchdowns in this game? Is this going to be a 3-0 game? That would be kind of fun, I think. It can't be 10-7. That's not going to be fun. 3-0 is going to be fun. Yes, who is Riley Patterson? Who? Oh, Riley Patterson's the Dolphins kicker. He's going to be okay. He's going to be okay. Riley Patterson ain't afraid to show his faith around his neck. He's got that big old chain hanging over his jersey. Come on, Riley Patterson. He's 5 of 11 from over 50 this year. It's real cold in Pittsburgh. Can he do it? It looks really good. It is, in fact, really good. Wow, I mean, they had to make double confirmation right there. I think that was good from the jump. 3-0 Dolphins. 3-0 Dolphins. All right, I mean, we are blowing through this game. I started the stream before the game started. We're only an hour. It's only 9:05. What the fuck's going on? I mean, this game just stinks. This game stinks. Let's call a spade a spade. All right, so we've done a lot of stuff right now. We've done the fantasy scenarios. We did the tea time tailgate results. We did the game predictions. let's go with our first ad for tonight. Thank you to our sponsors, as always, supporting the show, supporting Tea Time, supporting Tony Murr. Anyone who wants to be a part of this, you guys are welcome. All right, this is our first sponsor of the night is called Wellness Retreat in Dubai. Are you looking for an excuse to get away from an extended period of time? Have you already made up almost everything in the book and now you're running out of fake excuses? Well, we got one more for you. Introducing a wellness retreat in Dubai. This is the perfect excuse you can throw at anyone in your life you're trying to get away from for a few days. It has just the right amount of intrigue, foreignness, and new age ridiculousness where they won't even ask you any follow-up questions about it because they don't even understand it to begin with. All they say is, at least he's trying to work on himself, while you're actually out in Vegas playing craps till 3 a.m. Warning, this excuse cannot be used more than once and is meant to be a last resort. So this is the Wellness Retreat in Dubai. Thank you to our sponsor. Well, I do like these progressive commercials where they have the backup quarterbacks back up someone in real life who's screwing up a regular real life situation. That was a funny commercial right there. I know not everyone sees the same commercials nowadays, but let me just say that I enjoyed that one. All right, we're kicking it off. Did not land in the landing zone. The Steelers are going to start with the ball at the 40. Exactly. So you're getting the essence of that sponsor, Rev. It's like, where do you want to go to escape from reality, but you're not actually on a wellness retreat in Dubai. You're just trying to get away. That's the establishment. It could be anything for you. It could be Vegas. It could be you're going to Europe. It could be you're going to Florida. Basically, when someone's going on a wellness retreat in Dubai, you're like, oh, nice. That sounds pretty good, but you really don't get it, so you don't ask anything else. Yep, and there's two for Jonnu Smith. What I tell you, early in the game, bam, bam, we're already in the first half. He's got two grabs. That's the vindication that Rodgers plays with. He wants to get guys going that are on their revenge shit, that are on their fuck you shit, that want to bring it to their old team. So that's why they get Jonnu Smith the ball against the Dolphins. That's that extra shit they don't tell you about in school, but Tea Time and Tony Murr, we're here to teach you that. Bingo was his name-o. All right, we got Rodgers under center. This is 100% going to be a pitch play. Pitch play to the left towards Thielen. Oh no, we got a run to the right. Pretty good run by Warren right there. Let me just do a quick peek at the fantasy. Yeah, I'm down by 31 points. Doesn't look very good, but weird shit happens. Weird shit happens. 3-0 Dolphins. Is it? I would like the chat to guess the final score of the game right now. And if you honestly think there's going to be any touchdowns in this game, how many are there going to be? All right, handoff to Warren, fake handoff, and they give it to Big Darnell Washington. No one can bring this guy down. It's insane. Wherever they try to hit him low, they'll try to hit him by his knees. He brings his shoulder all the way to the ground so they just bounce right off of him. It's a sight to see. Watch this. Watch this replay. Watch, this guy tries to go low on him. He brings his shoulder all the way down, brushes him off. That's insane. 2 receptions for 23, 19 yards after the catch. Aaron Rodgers is 10 for 11, hitting a lot of different receivers right now. They need points right here. I wouldn't mind if they stopped right here to get Boswell involved. There's Gainwell. The exact, not, big stiff arm at the end of that, but the exact guy that we did not want to see catching that ball. Enough of Gainwell. Enough of Gainwell, please. All right, we're coming down. Less than 3 minutes left in this first half here. We got old Tony Gives It a Go segment coming up soon. Oh, we got a timeout here. 2:36 left in the first half. We got a timeout. Not really sure why we're I mean, I don't know. It's a questionable timeout, but if you need it, you need it. We won't question it yet. But we already kind of have, haven't we? Why do we need? What do we need? Do we need a new name? You're saying we need a new name behind the segment. I like the segment. I'm willing to work with the new name. Tell me, Tony takes a shot. Tony takes a turn. Yeah, I do like that, and that's why we got Tony's. We still have Tony's tough performance of the weekend, and we have Tony's timid guy. So we do have the alliteration allure coming later on. But yeah, I mean, old Tony takes a turn. I don't know. I said a 2 minute warning. I'm sorry, yeah, but the show must go on. Old Tony gives it a go. So this is one where like you're at the mercy of the headlines for that day. Some headlines are good, some headlines are bad. So this particular one, Tony tests the waters, that's a pretty good one too. But the old Tony gives it a go segment. What we're debating right now is this segment is I read a news headline and it's up to us, me in the chat, to decide what this headline could possibly be about. Then when the second half rolls around, we actually read the story to figure out what it is about. So there was 3 headlines that caught my eye and I wanted to bring it to you guys to see what you think, but I think I know which one I'm going with. But I could be convinced. These are the 3 headlines I'm working with. My husband got assigned a business class seat and I got 35D. It was a test. So obviously this one where you're with your significant other, does the guy take the better seat in business class? The other one, I just don't like Amy Schumer, so I kind of wanted to make fun of her. What Amy Schumer what Amy Schumer saw that ended her marriage overnight. I thought we could add some real fun with that one. The last one, and I think this is going to take the cake because I'm curious about this. People are calling out the bare minimum life skills that a shocking number of adults never learn. I think we got to go with that one, chat. Let me know what you think. I think that one we could have a lot of fun with. Like balancing a checkbook, changing a tire. Those are going to be on there. I want to have everyone's guess as to what basic adult life skills that you should have that you don't have. Those are 2 that I do not have. What else? the ability to use a fire extinguisher. Didn't think I needed to use that till this year came along. It's something that you should know pretty easily and pretty comfortably because when shit hits the fan, you're scrambling. Let me know. Let me know what you think about those. The three are: my husband got assigned a business class seat, and I got 35D. It was a test. What Amy Schumer saw that ended her relationship overnight, and people are calling out the bare minimum life skills that a shocking number of adults never learn. Think that's my winner. That's my winner. There's Ryan Clark. If you want to find Ryan Clark, find the douchiest outfit in the stadium. That's what he is. That's where he is. That's what he's wearing. He can't just have a simple suit. Everything's got to be over the top and douchey. Oh, we're throwing it to Gainwell. Nice. Can we get this guy more involved in the game plan? It's toast. It's toast. It's over. Yeah, I know that's the correct one, Stavo. Give me one. Give me a little adult life skill that you don't know that you wish you did. Oh yeah, we don't want the ESPN Plus bundle anymore, guys. You screwed me over for that 1 month. I had to pay the $30 or whatever just so I can continue to tea time. That was a real. Ah, that's cool. Troy, what are you thinking, you creepo? What do you mean? What do you mean? What it looks like? It's very clear what it looks like. Oh, Troy Aikman. I don't know if you guys saw it last week, but someone in the production booth was dressed as Sully for the alternate broadcast on ESPN2 where it was like Monsters Inc. themed. And Troy Aikman brought him on camera and he was clowning him, and now he's continuing to clown him here. Troy couldn't get enough of that shit. Oh, good stop right there by the Dolphins. Let's kick a field goal. Let's kick a field goal. I would love one. Come on, Tomlin. Get back to your old ways. Let's play it nice and simple. How to read the sky. That's an interesting. I don't think those are either of those are basic life skills. How to read the sky? Like if it's going to rain? Who the fuck is able to do that? Gut a fish. These aren't normal things. What are we going with here? 4th and 1, a minute 46 left in the first half. During the 4 game win streak, they are first in the NFL in points, second in takeaways, third and third down conversions. They got 83 back in there to do another tush push. I think he got it. I think he got it. See these refs, they're like, when are we gonna blow the whistle here? When are we gonna blow the whistle? You gonna let them push forever? There needs to be some point where there's no one moving. Rogers is doing nothing. Why do they even put him out there? Look, this point of hey, first down. That's that's his job every time they do the touch push with this guy number 83. They just go, hey, move forward. Hey, that's a first down. Pointing the right direction. That's all he's asked to do right there. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be one. There's definitely a new age kid out there, Ev, that does not know how to tie a tie, and quite frankly, might not even need to know how. There's not really many reasons to still wear a tie. Most settings where you did need to wear a tie, you don't anymore. The tie has really gone away. All right, we're going again now. Fake give. Rodgers, he's looking. He's got a bunch of time. Who's he throwing to? None other than Gainwell. I can't believe it. The one guy that we couldn't have going tonight, this has been their go-to. This is the only guy that they're finding right now. First and goal. Yep, that was the option the whole time. Come on. I thought I had a shot. All right, first and goal, minute 21 left in the half. A little pitch off to Gainwell. Nothing going. Oh, he shakes almost 2 tacklers. Oh, geez, that looked awful. And he's getting up very easily from that. What's this penalty? Look at this. Oh, there's a face mask. He was kind of doing the same thing that his face mask. Big hit right there, right in the middle of the back. Look at this. Face mask, he knew it. Rodgers been around the league for a little while. He knows a face mask when he sees one. All right, it's looking like a potential pass play. We got Rodgers in the shotgun. He tells Washington to get to the right side of the formation, making an adjustment at the line. He doesn't know what's going on, Thielen. He's new to the team. Handed it off. I think he was just short. If you're the Steelers, you let this clock go right now. No timeouts for the Dolphins. You don't want to give them any time to score on the other end. Down right there. Down at the half yard line. All right. 45 seconds left in the half. Rodgers in the shotgun again. Trip to the right, DK to the left. I'm expecting almost a jump ball to DK. No, we're hitting it off to Warren. Gets met behind the line of scrimmage. That's nothing. Let the clock run a little bit more, Tomlin. Don't get crazy. Give yourself enough time to have that decision on 4th down. Oh, yep. Great play. This guy Brooks is a really good player. Any Dolphins game I've seen, he's heavily involved in the game. Zero rush touchdowns allowed by the Dolphins the last 5 games. That's crazy. Little turtleneck out of Joe. The guy's playing it a little bit loose, casual on this Monday night. No suits, no ties, just dressed for warmth. Expect the same in the second half, Riley. Don't expect much more. All right, 21 seconds. 3rd and goal. Another tush push we're going for. Yeah, that looked like it was in. Who the hell is this guy, number 83, scoring touchdowns? Connor Hayward, the Pittsburgh tush push specialist, getting in for 6. Did they still have Rodgers out on the field for that one? Yeah, just overseeing things. He's the project manager on the job. I can't touch anything against the rules, against OSHA rules, but you guys got a good handle on this. See, he just makes the signals. He'll let you know when it's a first down. He'll let you know when it's a touchdown. There's Boswell with the extra point. Thank you. 7-3 in favor of Pittsburgh. What was the over-under on this game? Gainwell, 10 points in the first half. I don't know. I don't know who just scored Riley. They just use him for the tush push. They don't even use Rodgers or anyone else on their team. This guy just comes in for the tush push. Guys, we are almost at halftime. We got the halftime horse race coming up. We got the second half of Tony. Old Tony gives it a go. I'm looking at, there's some good matchups going on in my other league that I'm curious about. Let's see what's going on. Achan and Warren. My buddy's down 25 points with them still going. Man. What's going to happen in this? He's just got DK. He's got the Steelers defense. The guy with the Steelers D is up 8 points against the guy who has DK left. This guy, if he loses the guy with DK, he's going to be in the toilet bowl second year in a row. He lost. He came in dead last year. All right, another situation. A guy's down 16 points. He's got Gainwell and Waddle going right now. Oh, I didn't even notice that. On the sleeper app in fantasy, there's a little ticker on the bottom to show like where they're at on the field. I did not know that. Quinn Hughes, that in the NHL, one of the Hughes brothers, Riley. What team was he on, and what team did he go to? He was on your team, Quinn Hughes, the Canucks. Rodgers, 13 for 14, 105 passing yards. He's looking good tonight. He's looking in control, as they would say tonight. We got a good Celtics game on, too. Yeah, we're playing the Pistons. Pistons are in town. Actually, I don't know if they're in town or we're in their town. How many? 17 seconds left? Yeah, they're not getting anything done here. But you might as well sim to halftime. HN, yeah, gain about 7 or 8. Pack it up, get to halftime, we're good. Alright, I'm going to go use the little boys' room. I want to come back and we are doing our horse race, second horse race of the night. I want to come back to horse race numbers, and then we'll finish the Old Tony Gives It a Go segment. Oh. So you lost your guy, Riley. Okay, so we got Evan wants to go. Riley, of course, is going to go for the 6. We got Evan going for the 4 spot. That's a student of the game. He saw the horse on the first horse race. He liked how the 4 horse was moving. So I've been streaming for a minute, an hour, 25 and 55 seconds. We're going to let this go to an hour 27 to get everyone that we need to in here. I will get us set up in the meantime. Guys, we want the red or the red. We want the red or the green dye. We just did the red dye. We want the red or the green dye for this game. All right, we're getting it in position, ready to go. Let's take a look here. That's almost perfect. It's almost, nope, yeah. Green. All right, you got it. I guess the loser gets to pick. All right, we have about 20 seconds left before anyone gets in here. Otherwise, it's another Riley versus Evan matchup. Evan, and I'm saying this for all the tea time. We need a win here. We desperately need a win. I mean, it's hard to go against this 6 horse the way it's performing as of lately. All right, let's get it cracking. It is this time to get it going. It's a 6. Oh, no. No matter if it's red or green, it's always coming up 6. It's 5. Okay, let's go all the way down the line. Give us a 4. Give us a 4. Oh, yeah, that's going to be fun. Give us a 3. Give us a 3. Give us a 3. Oh, it's a 5. We could have had a lot of fun there. Could have had a lot of fun there. There's a 2. You see that? That's a 2. All right, let's get everyone involved. Let's get the 1 in the 3. There's the 3. Can we get a 1? Can we get a 1 involved? It's a 4. There you go, Ev. Moving on. Here we go, buddy. There's a 3. There's a 3. 3, 4, 5 tied for the lead. Let's get a 1. I want everyone out of the gates. There's 5. There's 5 moving up. 5 in the lead. There's 2. 2, 3, 4 tied for second place. 1's not out of the gate yet, and there's 6. Second place is a 4-way tie. 1 is still not out of the gate, and there's another 6. Oh no. The way that this dice is being spun, it looks weird. It looks weird. Look, it just is like magnetized. There's a 5. We're gonna go with the 5 right there. 5's moving on, and there's 6. 6 and 5 moving at the same rate. They're tied for first place, 2 ahead of any other horse. And there's 5. Oh my God, this might be a quick one. This might be, and there's 6. Guys, this is a problem. 6 and 5. You gotta pick 6. It's basically who can be the first one in here. It's 5. Can I get a 6 now? Can I get a 6? It would only be right. It's 3. Thank God. We needed to break that up. Nope. I keep doing that. There's 3. There's 3. Where's 1? Where's 1? There's 4. There's 4. I mean, ball don't lie. Move the 4 up. It deserved to be moved up. And there's 5. Look at 5. It's almost done with this damn race. It's 2. It's 2, 2, 3, 4, tied for third. Let's make some moves. 2, 3, 4. There's 5. 5 already done with the race. That was a quick one for 5. 1 didn't even get a chance to get out of the gate. There's 4. Okay, Evan wants to make his mark on this. This is for all the tea time, Ev. We need you to win this one. We need a little. There's a little 4. 4 and 6 tied for second place. Come on. We need a little 4. There's 1. Okay, that's going to unlock everything. That's going to get everything in the right direction. There's 5. Another 5. We don't need any more 5. And there's 3. Okay, we have a 3-way tie. 3, 4, and 6. There's 4 again. Oh, this is exactly what we're looking for. This is exactly what we need. There's 2. Okay, with the 2. We're fine with the 2. And there's a 3. 3 and 4 tied for the lead now. There's a 6. Oh no, right when 6 got a little bit cold, but you can never count the 6 out. 3-way tie for that second spot there. There's 1. 1 wants to creep his way back into the game. I think it's a little too late for that, but you can try another 1. Another 1. I wouldn't see 1 making a big comeback. There's a 2. There's a 2 making a little bit of a comeback. Almost a 4-way tie for that 2 spot. There's 3. There's 3. The odd numbers have been moving pretty nicely recently. Oh, it's just off, and it was a 4, too. It was a 4, 2, and there's a 5. We don't need more 5s. We don't need more fives. There's a 3. 3 and 5 to the first horses to be done. 4 and 6 idly waiting to be finished. And there's a 4. 4, 1 away from winning. This might be the die change that he needed. He called for the die change. You can't lose after directing the die change. There's a 2. Okay, 2, 4, and 6. And there's another 2. 2 is at the finish line. 1 away from winning this thing. And there's a 6. Oh, look at this. We have 2, 4, and 6. All one spin away from crossing the finish line. Who will it be? It's a 2. All right, this is looking worse and worse for you guys. 6. We have 2, 3, and 5 all done. 1, 4, and 6 still yet to finish. And we're looking at the 4 and the 6, just 1 away from the finish line. Who's it going to be? Of course. Of course. We thought it was going to be 4. You never doubt the 6. The 6 will always prevail. Oh, God. The 6 wins it. Riley, he wins his 8th horse race of the month. And now it's just getting absurd. Now it's getting ridiculous. Riley, we're gonna have to make horse races worth double now or something to give people a chance to come back. This is crazy. This is crazy. All right, Riley, we like to make updates around here, so here we are. Riley with 8. Oh, okay. All right. We'll do a little Celts. We'll do a little Celts game. We'll do a little Celts because why not? Let's see. GG's, Riley. GG's. I'm not seeing it. Okay. All right, we got a good end to the Celtics game, Ev. We're tapped in. We're tapped in, watching the game right now. Tobias Harris, he's still playing. Oh, we still got a lot of time left. This is gonna cut into our football. We got 2:20 left in this game. Tony Murray, he's out of sorts when it comes to basketball. We used to do a little bit of basketball. It's been some months. Oh, what a crossover from Jalen. Passes it down low. Don't give it to the stiff down low. Take it on your own. Yeah, Riley. Six is on a crazy streak right now. It's basically you and everyone else. It's insane. There's a little bit too much time. I actually do want to read this story. I want to read this story. All right, we got that going. All right, let's go to. I want to finish my old Tony gives it a go segment here. It's the title of the article goes. Yeah, Riley, great point. I can't deal with it either. People are calling out the bare minimum life skills that a shocking number of adults never learn. All right, let's see what these life skills are. Oh, this looked like a good one too. Let's see. Here we go. All right. People are calling out the bare minimum life skills that a shocking number of adults never learn, and I wholeheartedly agree. All right. You know, sometimes you realize that a skill you take for granted is actually not that common anymore. Recently, people on Reddit shared that the bare minimum adult skills too many people don't have, and the list made me feel like I'm doing a little better at this whole life thing than I thought. If this you need this list to validate how well you are doing in this life thing, maybe you're not doing so well. I will go on a stand and say that. Um, Here's what they had to say. The number one thing is emotional regulation and basic communication. You're allowed to say when you're upset, but you can't take it out on everyone else. Um, Let me see. Adult skill, emotional regulation and basic communication. That is so subjective. That's different for every single person. I hate that this is the first one. Listening and apologizing is number two. So these are just basically, if someone doesn't have these skills, they're not even an adult. If you can't do this, like it's like if you aren't able to balance a checkbook or change a tire, then you're still considered an adult. You just don't know how to do some basic things. If you can't do these things, then I can't even consider you an adult. I can't believe this is a list. Buying and selling stuff, this is number three. Buying and selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace has made me realize how ahead of the curve I am by simply being capable of showing up at an agreed upon place and time. I mean, the fact that you're trusting people from Facebook Marketplace to do exactly what they say, that's on you. That's on you. Oh, we got 42 seconds in the, oh yeah, they're going to lose that game. They're going to lose that game. Let's go back to NFL. I just want to see where we're at in the game here. It's almost starting again. All right. Number four. I was in a training class with a dozen middle-aged dudes. Two were joking about never touching the washing machine unless it's to fix it because they don't know how to use it, like it was a brag. You grown-ass men don't know how to wash your own clothes. They seem surprised to be called out. But then a couple of other guys were like, "It's not that hard, guys. I know you're married and your wife does most of the laundry, but damn, bro. But damn, help out, hero." Whoever hopped in on this conversation to help you, to be like, "Yeah, guys, you don't know how to do this. You only let your wives do it." Screw them. Screw them. This chick in here in this class must have been so hot for you to be agreeing with her at this rate. To agree with her in this setting. All right, I'm actually getting pissed off reading this. Being able to read and also write in complete sentences. This list sucks. I was briefly a manager at a company, and the quantity of people who were chronically late and would not complete assigned tasks with no communication was staggering. I'm done. I'm done. Going back to the football. All right, Steelers starting with the ball. 14:56 left in the third quarter. So we're just starting here, people. We're just starting here. Buckle up. I think we're expecting a lot of the same. Jalen Warren with the give. Good gain right there, about 5-6 yards. Aaron Rodgers in the shotgun hands it off to Warren. Another good run. Just short of the first down mark. 3rd and 1. Give it back to the guy. Or bring out the tush push specialist, number 83, Anderson. That's what you gotta do. Just keep handing the ball off. 1 for 4 on third down for the Dolphins. They really haven't had the ball that much. 2 for 8 for the Steelers. They're converting at the same rate. Steelers have had double the opportunity. Simple math right there. Start of the third quarter. Hand off the Gainwell. Great gain and then some. Oh no, he's really getting loose there. There goes my fantasy season. Gainwell with the gain of well over 20 yards. That might have been 25, 30. There's Metcalf rising to higher heights. He's not going to subdue himself and submerge himself into your shit and evil ways. He's not going to play that game. Gainwell bounces off a tackler. This is where these guys have had a lot more plays on defense. It is the fatigue already setting in. All right, it is another give to Gainwell. Met behind the line, he gains about 2 yards. Even though I'm going against him in fantasy this year, he's looked great. He's looked really good. Fake handoff now. Who we looking? Who we looking? Someone's open. Who's there? Valdez Scantling. He was just signed onto the team this week. Why not find him for a touchdown? This is Steelers right here. This is the Steelers game. I thought it was Dolphins. It was Steelers. Oh, they used to play together on the Packers. That's awesome. Rodgers always knows how to find his old friends and get them involved on his new teams. He comes all the way across the formation right here. Oh, that guy, he went in, went out, went back in. I had a ton of time to throw it, too. Blouses. Early, it's blouses. 14-3 in favor of the Steelers. They scored those 2 touchdowns quick. One right at the end of the first half, one to start the second half. I hate to go back for this article, but I'm curious if there's any good ones. I'm curious if there's any good ones left. Navigation. So these are shocking skills that you're shocked that normal adults don't know these skills anymore. Navigation. We've raised millions of people who are hopeless without a map to the location they're looking on their phones. But they're going on their phones. Yep. Critical thinking and analysis. Being able to admit they're wrong or don't know something. So these are just whoever wrote this and agreed to this whole Reddit forum. They're just a bunch of angry old people, and I bet they're not even that old. I bet they're 30 plus. They're like these people, these young kids nowadays don't even know how to say sorry. They don't even know how to regulate their emotions. Budgeting based on their income and income appropriate cost of living. And let me be clear, this isn't intended to be a political post, nor a post discussing the cost of living. It's unreal to me how many people live well beyond their means. How in what world is that a political state? Driving. I used to live next to a four-way intersection, and there would be on average 3 accidents every week. Worse in the winter. It isn't even a weird intersection like an off ramp or anything. People just don't check their mirrors or drive directly into another car. Self awareness. It truly baffles me how so many people seem to be completely oblivious to their actions and presence affect others in public spaces. Watching videos at full volume with no headphones, walking in the middle of a sidewalk so no one can pass you, double parking on a major street during rush hour. Yeah, I mean, people do that, and I get paid. Yeah, I mean, they're not wrong, but like these are just gripes with the world now. This isn't gripes. So let me read the title of the article again. People are calling out the bare minimum life skills that a shocking number of adults never learn, and self awareness is one of them. I like that's not a basic life. I mean, it is, but like that's not what this article leads you to believe. This is just a gripe with the current state of the world. These people are mad. You mad? You big mad? I'm happy. Leave me alone. I just want some money, a lot of money. I don't get paid to argue with you. Who is you? You ain't nobody. You mad? All right, basic cleanliness. All right, we're going back to the game. Dolphins going back out on the field. I can't deal with this article anymore. I just got to be done with it. We have 2 more ad reads and 2 more segments to go. And 2 more quarters to go, basically. Dolphins down 11 points. Rodgers slinging right now, 14 of 15. All-time rankings and completions, 5th. Pass yards, 5th. Pass touchdowns, 4th. Is he close to getting 4th and 3rd in any of those? Tua in the shotgun. He's got a very strange formation. Okay, it gets a little less weird. They fix the formation. And we're handing it off to Achan for nothing right there. Good tackle by Hayward. Hayward's always gonna win that battle. That's a grizzled. A guy's big when he's almost he's almost busting out of the seams of his helmet. His head is so big that the helmet does not even look big on his head. That's Hayward right there. 27 points in the 3rd quarter. Oh my god, that is a crazy low. Tied for fewest in the NFL with the Raiders, so they're a bad 3rd quarter team. All right, we're looking at Achan. He's not available. Dump down to Ingold. Gain of 3 or 4. He suffers a couple big hits on the way down. 3rd and 6. Yeah, 3rd and 6 we're going with. Man, they really don't trust Tua throwing the ball. I mean, besides Waddle and Achan, who's not a receiver, who can he throw the ball to? Where's Darren Waller? Look at this. Look at those guys still slinging it. Phil Rivers coming back. So, I mean, this is as good a time as ever. Probably have to mention this guy in my next segment now that we brought him up. Tua on 3rd and 6. He's already being rushed out of the pocket. Big hit right there. Oh, God. The Steelers, man. I don't know what it is, but Tua, when it's cold, he can't do it. He can't play quarterback. He's worse than he typically is. Oh, God. Yeah, that's tough. This is looking all Steelers. This is looking all Steelers right now. Fields at the 15. He's got room to spare. 7-yard return. that's awesome. Him getting pumped on the sidelines with Tomlin. Right now, right now, right now, right now. All right. Speaking of right now, we need to do a segment right now. He was brought up during that one of those last segments by ESPN, so I felt as though it was a good time to bring this up. This is Tony's tough performance of the weekend. So this is a guy that had a performance that defied the odds, that people were counting him out, myself included, and he rose to the occasion and played really, really well. And this person is Philly Rivers, coming back at 44 years old, 3 years since he played in the NFL, and looking like a competent quarterback. He did it with the belly, he did it with the fat face, but man, he was able to go against one of the best defense in the league and almost bring his team to a win. So if you watched the Tea Time tailgate yesterday, I was motherfucking this play. I was saying this is the worst thing that I've ever seen. I can't believe that they got Phil Rivers going in there. It really wasn't anything against Phil Rivers. It was against the current state of the NFL and the Colts picking this guy against all other options. What I was, thank you, Mike. Thank you, Mike. That was something where it's a little bit of knowledge that I'm able to get beforehand. And this is where I go to the gym and I pick the treadmill that's right in front of ESPN where they're doing a John Smith interview, and it's because this is again going against his old team. So I know Rodgers cares about that shit, and they're going to want him getting the ball. It's inconsequential to most, but it matters to John Smith, so they're going to get him the ball a couple times. But I, I was just mad. So going back to the reason I was mad about the Phil Rivers. Well, what I did not know is that the current coach of the Colts, Shane Steichen, and Phil Rivers, they talk once a week because Phil Rivers' high school team was running the same offense as Steichen was with the Colts. So they would talk every week about the offense. So it only made sense who's going to be the most familiar with this offense more than anyone. And Phil Rivers is a mentor to the quarterback that they drafted and they wouldn't play, Riley Leonard. So more signs than I even knew were pointing towards Phil Rivers actually being the best option for them. And he did a great job. And I love what he said after the game about at least my team could look at me and say, Coach wasn't scared. That's great. I hate myself forever hating on that move. DK Metcalf getting involved. Not very much on there. Good tackle by number 2. Rodgers is doing whatever he wants right now. He feels very comfortable with the ball. There's only been one incompletion. First 3 drives were 3 punts. Last 2 drives were 2 touchdowns. Now we get to Darnell. Good tackle right there. Wow, yeah, and you've got to do some flexing if you're able to bring this guy down. Oh, he's going deep. Oh, he's looking Scantling. They were looking for a call. Rogers saying it matter of factly, like, you know that was a bad call. You know you missed a call. No, that's nothing. That's nothing right there. It did screw with the timing, but that's nothing right there. 12 men on the field. Oh, Rogers knew that. Of course he does. He's always getting people on that. That's why they snapped it so quickly because he knew that. Yep, right as he's still on the field, just still in the playing confines. Gainwell, not Jesus, guys. He's playing great. Exactly what I did not need, but it's well over now. I can save my tears for another time. Not for a while. I got a job to do because even though my fantasy team is out now, it's out of the playoffs. The season's over. I still got a job to do. All right, 2nd and 1. Rogers 16 for 17 on the game in the shotgun, handed it to Gainwell. Another first down and then some. You're catching a team. This is about to be 21-3. The Dolphins are gonna quit. It's cold. They don't like it. The Dolphins are gonna quit. Rogers, he's looking around. Gainwell. How many friggin' points does this guy have? Third quarter yards, 100 for the Pittsburgh Steelers, -8 for the Dolphins. I mean, you just keep running the ball. I'm handing this ball off. Don't go crazy. Oh, that was an easy completion. Oh, that's a pick. Did he pick that? Oh, that would have been nice. Number 20, Brooks again getting involved. This guy is a hell of a player. Oh, gosh. That would have been a great play. That would have been a great play. He had 19 on the left side of the field open up the seam. Timeout. 6:39 left in the third quarter. 3rd and 6 for Pittsburgh. They're up by 2 scores right now, 14-3. Looking to really just end the Dolphin season right here, and I think that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, this guy scored 100. Gainwell's got 17. My lord, how am I supposed to beat that? How am I supposed to beat that? That does look like 4 down territory, just given where they are on the field. What are we looking at? Bringing Gainwell right. Oh no, he's going over the right side of the formation. Where are we looking? Somewhere easy. An easy completion. Fryer moves right up the middle. No one even close to him. Move. Move. Steelers are having their way. Migos style. Having our way. Having that shit. Yep. Nice play. Really nicely designed play. You don't give Rogers that. He'll live with that all day at the age of 42. That's exactly what he needs. 18 of 20. 8 different guys made a catch tonight. Gainwell looking for some yards. Nothing on that one. One of the only times he hasn't gone in the game. Yep, that's 100% true, Troy. Touchdowns, Dunzo. Touchdown means Dunzo for the Dolphins. We got 2nd and 11. I think that's exactly what Rodgers is looking to do right now is have this game be Dunzo this early. 45 plays to 23. They've just been dominating the game. They've had the ball the entire time. better drives, better offense, better pizza, Papa John's. What a throw. Ooh, that was just out of the reach. This guy can still throw it. 3rd and 11. Wow, there's a lot of bad blood going on with DK. They haven't really shown DK actually inciting anything, but he's pissing some people off. Look, watch how he can throw it. Like, his feet aren't even set the way that he's able to still get that out there and sling it for 40 yards. We're coming down to the end of the play clock right here. He gets the ball off. He's looking DK over the middle. What a throw. Just out of the hole. He shakes the guy off. Get in the end zone, DK. Why don't ya? Why don't ya? DK Metcalf. What a play. Shakes the guy off. No one... This Dolphins team tired of even trying to tackle people. Game over. Finito. And now I'm the sucker who's got to keep calling it. 21-3. Look at this tight window throw. Just beats that guy. Shakes off 29. Why don't you show that again? Show the whole thing. Show the whole thing. Nice play, DK. Don't stop, addicted to the shit. Oh, great throw. Shakes that guy loose. Throws him off. Dodging tacklers. This guy's a beast. Oof. 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 This hurts to look at, man. This hurts to look at. If Kenneth Gainwell wasn't having the game of his fucking life right now. Look at this. Let me look at his game log. God. This is his 1, 2. He's going to surpass that. But at the time being, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th best game of the year. Gonna be at least his 3rd. Tea time! It is tea time! What up, Hofnagel? What up, Hofnagel? Hoff, you missed the your favorite segment. The old Tony gives it a go. The news headline that we read, and it was a mistake by me because there were other good ones. I'm pissed that I even brought it up. People are calling out the bare minimum life skills that a shocking number of adults never learn. The bare minimum life skills that they were teaching on this, that they were touting on this list, were horrible. They were absolutely horrible. They make, like, you thought it would be like balancing a checkbook, or it would be changing a tire. Look at this. All right, here's another basic life skill according to these people on Reddit. Patience. It is a lost art form, as far as I can tell. Too quickly, adults move to a childlike level of impatience with any task or with other people, perhaps especially when dealing with other people. Patience is not a basic life skill. It is not a basic adult life skill. That's just a well-adjusted adult. I know you know plenty of people with no patience that are adults. These are just people complaining about the current state of the world, which I don't blame them. That's actually a problem. This is for adult toddlers, and they're complaining about adults that act like toddlers. The ability to apologize was one. Hofnagel. It's bad news. All right, we got 21-3 in favor of the Steelers. Kicking off to the Dolphins, and that's looking bleak. It's looking bleak for their season right now. Hot for any of the fantasy teams still in it? We need it to be hot. It's all going to be about table selection. It's all going to be about table selection for us, Buffnagel. And to be honest with you, this is gonna be between you and I. People are gonna want to play craps with us, and we'll be like, yeah, yeah, sure. This is what we're gonna run into. This is always the problem. There's always gonna be one table that's wide open, and we're gonna want to play there because we can get everyone involved. It's wide open for a reason. It's wide open for a reason. Wait, is this week isn't the semis? Did you already advance to the semis because of Pitts? I mean, once people who started with Pitts as their tight end, that was the recipe for a winning week. There's no way you're losing after a Pitts performance like that. All right, let's see what the Dolphins get. Oh Lord, this is ugly. This is really really bad. I can't believe there's 19 minutes of game left. Yep. Is this a co-managed team? Aren't there teams with two managers? Oh, see, like I knew there was co-managers. That must have felt good to get both those guys in one fell swoop. Will you be talking shit to them on Friday? All right, we got Tua in the shotgun, 3rd and 12. He can't even throw it 12 yards. He's got a bunch of time. He's nervous. He's nervous. Yep, he's done. Gosh. He's what does he realize that nothing that he does, good or bad, will get him into the league manager role? He'll always be an assistant. He's the Dwight of your guys' league. He's the Dwight Schrute of the league. He's always assistant to the regional manager. This game is ugly. They were up 3-0. Now it's 21-0. 21-0 run. Oh, he's taking it to the outside. Great play. Great pursuit by 89. I like Rodgers too. He's playing some great ball tonight. He's playing some really good ball tonight. I'm impressed. He has only maybe like 3 or 4 incompletions on the night. A lot of people's favorite bets on the night was his over on passing yards, which was like 205 or 210. And he's already at maybe 200. Let's actually. I'm done looking at my fucking fantasy team that lost. Let's look at NFL and do box scores. Yeah, let's do the box score on this one. Steelers. Gainwell. He's having a great game. Yeah, Rodgers, he got 19 for 22, 180 yards, 2 touchdowns. Huff. This was so on the tailgate yesterday when I was talking about the games. I was motherfucking the move. I was hating it. I was hating it. It wasn't like a anti Rivers thing. I was just saying that the current state of quarterbacking in the NFL must be so terrible that they would have to bring Phil Rivers back, who's 44 years old and hasn't played a game in 3 years. So I was pissed about just that he's the best option to go in there. But there's things that I've learned since then. One of them being is that Phil Rivers, he's a high school football coach, that him and Steichen were talking every single week because his team runs the same offense as the Colts. Also, Riley Leonard, the guy who is the rookie quarterback that they didn't want to trot out there this week, Phil Rivers is his mentor. He's been mentoring him for years before he even got to this position. So he honestly did seem like the right guy for the job. So I was motherfucking the move. I was hating it. And when he was going out there and almost winning it and doing just enough to like stay in the game against one of the best defenses in the league in the Seahawks, I was pissed that I was on the other side, being like, "Oh, I hate like that." It was such a hater move for no reason. I thought it was cool that he was able to even play the position at all. Yes. Well, especially with the quote that he gave after the game, Huff. So in the post game presser when he was talking about the loss, he was like, "I was just hoping that my players can look at me and say, Coach wasn't scared." Like that was it was like the ultimate Hallmark movie. The Dolphins, the worst third quarter team in the league, minus 30 yards. How's that even possible? We got a handoff going to Warren. Minimal game. Maybe just one right there. But like the way that he said it, you would not have thought it was over the top. You thought it was perfect for the moment. He was really like he was just enjoying it. The fact that he could still go out there and tell a cool story, and that is a cool story. Like you've been retired for 3 years, they pull you out of retirement. Fryer move. Can he do enough for the first down? Big hit by number 20. Don't get a penalty on that. 20 is the best player. Well, besides Devon Achan, come on, dude. You gotta know that's gonna be a penalty. That's so stupid. I hate that that's even a penalty. I hate that's even a rule, but you gotta know that. Please don't call it. That's insane. See, this is the guy who just out there having fun, this ref. And he hates delivering bad news. He just wants to be able to tell you if it was a touchdown or if it was a safety. He doesn't even want to tell you, oh, this was unsportsmanlike conduct. This was intentional grounding. Leave those calls for someone else. That was a big hit by number 20. It was a great play. It was a great stop on third down. Exactly what his team needed to maybe stay in this. And he stands over him for an extended second. Come on. Why is that even in the NFL? I hate that that's a friggin' rule. That's not what you're right, Troy. Remember back in your day what people used to do and they're calling penalties on that? The yeah, there's a lack of when we're talking about a lack of class. Are you specifically pointing at McDaniel and his glasses that he's wearing right now? It would be hilarious seeing these guys. Like it's basically 0 degrees in Pittsburgh right now. Seeing these guys in suits would be hilarious. And Tomlin, he's just going straight sweatshirt on him. Not looking cold at all. Not even a beanie on the guy. Another handoff to Gainwell. He's doing just enough. He's doing more than enough. He's doing what this team needs to win. We're coming up on the end of the third quarter here. Well, almost at a tea time horse race. Huff, I don't know if you've been in a horse race yet this month. Stick around. Stick around. We need you in this one. Yeah. Those are guys like Mike Lombardi though. Like there's not too many of those guys left coaching the NFL. It's a totally different type of character. Like it's only maybe like Dan Campbell and Mike Vrabel that you could even make that comparison to. Flag. Who's the flag on? It's gotta be Pittsburgh. Oh look, Rogers is getting into it with this guy. No, they're just laughing. They're just laughing. It was another captain too, so you know that they're just joking around. They're like, this NFL thing, this is just a job. Let's just have fun with it. Don't take it too seriously. How do you let that play? When it's a legal shift, how do you let that play out? Don't you just blow it dead? Talk about player safety. Just blow that dead right there. Negative 20 yards on offense in one quarter. All right, we're coming up to the end of the third quarter, and it is eventually time, or it's not eventually, it is time for a tea time horse race. If you are in the chat, if you are watching, give me a number between 1 and 6. We need you in there. Huffnagel, we need you in there, buddy. We have Riley Frazier with a stranglehold on the horse race leaderboard. We need some new names up there. We need some people to give him a run for his money. Who wants to be in a horse race? Riley with the 6, man. When's anyone gonna learn? What's anyone gonna learn? We got 1. Huff with the 1. Okay, we need a little opposite. Mikey O'Brien with the 2. Look at how this horse race leaderboard is filling out. We got 1, 2, 6. Any other takers? Anyone else out there? This is a nice little horse race we got. 1, 2, and 6. 1, 2, and 6. Guys, I can't tell you this. So, this is me realizing the desperation of the situation. Riley has 8 horse race wins. Riley has 8. Oh, we got Nate Seed getting in there, and he just beat. Look at that. If we're looking at the tape right here, if we're looking at the tape right here, Nate gets in the 4 right before Ev. Nate, we need a little switch. We need a little switch right there. Too slow, Stavo. That's right. We got Nate with the 4. We need someone else. You need a new number, Stavo. We need a new number. 3. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Only missing 1. I would love if someone popped in there and we had a full horse race. But I love the numbers that we got right now. We got some numbers going into this. Guys, this is what we need to do. It's a risky play considering... Oh, that's the right play, Ev. 5 is the right play. So this is a risky play, but we need to do it to even out the playing field. This horse race is worth 2. This horse race is worth 2. Big one on the line. This horse race is worth 2. Guys, I can't tell you how bad we can't afford a 6. It's Riley versus the world right now. I'm going with the red. I like how the red was rolling tonight. All right, so to recap, we got Huffnagel in the 1, Mikey O'Brien in the 2. We got in the 4 spot, we got Nathan Seed. 5, we got Evan W. in the 5. And then 6, as always, it's like clockwork, Riley Frazier in the 6 spot. Let's get it rolling. It's the 5. Stavo with the nice call to the 5 spot. The nice switcheroo for you. And there's a 3, no one in the 3. 3's empty. 3 and 4 are empty. And there's a 4. 3 and 4 are empty. But actually, no, 4 is Nady. 4 is Nady. Is it? Oh, it's only the 3 that's empty. It's only the 3 that's empty. Okay, we want 1, 2, 6. I want everyone to get involved. There's the 4 again. Nady Seed. Come on, Nady Seed. There's 1. Who's in the 1 spot, you ask? That's going to be Buffnagel. That's going to be Buffnagel. And there's the 5. Stavo with the 5. No 6 in sight yet. There's 1. Buffnagel getting in there from Colorado. 1, 5, and 6. There's 4. There's 4 right there. Nady Seed, he doesn't show up often. When he does, he let his presence be known. There's the 5. It's a battle between Stavo and Nady right there. Who wanted the 4 spot? If the 4 wins, that's going to be a very pivotal thing, how quickly they got in that 4. And there's 1. We got a 3-way tie. 1, 4, and 5. I love it. And there's 6. Riley eventually gets out there. We got poor Mikey O'Brien hasn't got out of the gate yet. And there's another 5 for Stavo. Come on, Stavo wins enough. And there's 1. Buffnagel getting up there. 1 and 5 tied for the lead. And there's a 4. Look at this. These guys are sticking around together. 1, 4, and 5, all tied for the lead. All with a big gap between them and the next horse. And there's another 4. It's Nathan Seed making a move. And 2, Mikey O'Brien finally gets his ass up there. He shook off the pair martinis. He's ready to go. And there's a 4 again. It just didn't even roll. It just smack. It's a 4. And he's making his way down. And there's 1. There's 1. Buffnagel. Don't deny Buffnagel from what he wants. And there's the 3. No one cares about the 3. The 3. Look at the 6. Look at the 6. This is the first time the 6 has been asleep. All right, no, you do not taunt the 6. I think I just woke a sleeping giant. I shouldn't have said anything. And there's a 5. Don't forget about a young Stavo. He's 1 behind. 1 and 5 tied for 2. And there's 4. Nathan Seed with the 4 spot. Everyone wanted the 4, but only 1 person can get it. And there's a 3. No one cares about the 3. That's just a little icing on us. That's a little ice. And there's 5. Stavo moving up. He's 2 away from the win. 1 behind the leader. And there's the 4. Everyone wanted the 4. Only 1 person did get it. And that's Nate Seed. Crosses the finish line. Shows up and wins a horse race. Worth 2. All on the line right there. That's what it's all about. And that's what it's all about. And if you talk about me, then I'm moving out. Na, 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 na. I'm moving out. Na, na, na. Guys, great playing. That's why you get in there. Evan, you were sleeping at the wheel. That's why you get in there, and that's why you get the 4 pick really quickly. Nicely done. Nicely done, Nady Seed. What's 6? 6 is kind of like a front runner, Riley. When no one else is really in here, when it's only maybe 1 other person, 6 got no problem. But when we got a full horse race table, 6 shied away from the moment. You don't like to see that out of your main guy. Hey, first and foremost, GG's in the chat. GG's in the chat. Nate didn't even stick around to see himself win, I don't think. But we make our updates around here. And Nathan, he moves into the 2 spot. That one was worth 2. Nathan with 2. Look at that. All right, so we got how many people? 6 people on the horse race leaderboard. Riley with 8 wins. Nathan with the 2-pointer. Mike O with 2. Evan with 2. Ryan Mack with 1. Tom with 1. We still got how many streams left this month? There he is. GG's in the chat. Hey, GG's in the chat. Good win by our boy Nady. All right, let's see how many streams we got. We have another one this week. We have another one on Monday next week. I don't know what I'm going to do for the Christmas Day. I don't know what I'm going to do for Christmas Day. And then we have another one on the 29th. At least 4 more streams. At least 4 more streams. So that's 16 horse races. Okay. We don't have to get that worried. Yeah, look, Pittsburgh's driving again. How did I even possibly think this was Dolphins? How did I think the Dolphins are going to show up to Pittsburgh in the cold and win? Who's John Smith? They want to get him in there. Touchdown. What have I been saying this whole time? They don't give him a pitch out of the backfield for no reason. They want him to get his revenge against his old team. And that's exactly what that is. Rodgers plays a big part in wanting to do that. They don't give him a rushing touchdown. His first rushing touchdown since 2020. Of course they wanted to get him in there. Look, he's lined up as a running back in the backfield. They pitch it out to him. Wide open hole. Of course they want to get Jonnu Smith in there. Just makes sense. Look at that. A little numerology in there for you. That scoring drive was 81 yards. Jonnu Smith's number 81. So this will be my first year doing this type of streaming, Riley. So I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing for the playoffs. I'm definitely going to be doing that first Saturday game. I know that. I don't know what my playoff. I still got to figure that out. But I will be doing playoff games for sure. You're not wrong. You're not wrong about that, Huff. What are some good I mean, the Bama Oklahoma matchup is probably going to be one of the closer first round matchups. Does that start next week? I so badly want to be a college football guy. I'm not. I'm not a college football guy. I try to be, and it never grabs me. Never grabs my interest. Every, I mean, if that's the competition, if that guy is setting the tone, he does every single game. So like when the games are like back to back, when it goes from 4 to midnight, wow, that's kind of like a wake up call. Like, hey, you gotta be doing more. That's what it takes to make it in the biz, huh? I think it sucks. I think it sucks that Mahomes tore his ACL. I think it came at like a if there's ever a good time to do it, it's during this season where they're pretty much out of it and like you can start rehabbing right now. You should have seen. We were watching the game. There's a newish bar in Woburn called Sam Walker's, and we were there for the Patriots game. And there was some classic like New England Boston dads behind us saying like, "Kill that fucking guy!" Like every classic football thing you think should have been said, they were saying. And once Mahomes went down with that ACL, they're like, "Get him out of here! Fuck him!" And even their wives were like, "See you later." They were all celebrating. I mean, that's what you're gonna get out of that crowd. So like, I'm not even mad about that. For me, like he's one of the best that this league has to offer. He's super fun to watch. He's very talented. I'm upset about it. I'm upset about it. It the only reason that you could be moderately okay with it is just because when you got the Pats going against the Pats old dynasty going against the Chiefs old dynasty, you want to see them fall off, and they were falling off either way, whether he tore his ACL or not. So it just sucks that that happened. I said it sucks that Parsons tore his ACL yesterday too. That's a big loss for them. That changes their perspective on potential Super Bowl. That's it. Don't trust Tua to do anything. This is a little screen pass. Achan Look, he's just scat backing his way for some more first downs. Fourth quarter, 12:40 left. Then now they just got over 100 yards of offense. First down. Oh God, it's been ugly for them. Well said, Riley. I mean, that's my exact point of view. Right, Riley. If I couldn't say it any better, Riley has it written down for me in the chat. Nice run, Achan. Nice run. I think they're going to score right here. This over-under could still be in play. All right, we got 2nd and 1. That sure looked like he got a first down. 2nd and 1. I think you keep giving it to Achan. He's your only hope. Tua can't do anything. He has, what's his longest completion tonight? 10 yards? Like 10 yards in the air? Okay, Jalen Waddle, get involved a little bit more. That's exactly what they need. Oh, get up, buddy. Get up. All right, less than 11 minutes left in this game. Two in the shotgun. They're probably the farthest they've made it into Pittsburgh territory all game. Yep, the little screen pass available. They throw it down the seam to Waller. Okay, to the 6 or 7 yard line. I think is that his first grab of the game, Waller? He still floated it, but he was just that wide open. Yeah, he just slips it in between the safety and the linebacker. That was a good throw. Get Achan in there. There's Dulcich by the hip of Tua. We're looking left. Throw it to the right. Oh, and that was a good play design. That's nothing. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Should have ran that ball. They should have been running this ball. They're on the 6 yard line. Run this ball 3 times. Yeah, I feel the same way you do, Troy, and so does everyone else. Whenever this guy is running around, everyone is so scared that he's gonna be knocked out. This is a handoff. Well, maybe not. A little jump ball to Waller? Of course. What a play. What a play by Waller right there. He was not even close to being open, but just boxed out his guy. I thought so too, Riley. I thought they were winning tonight. Great play by Waller. Do we have a game? Could we possibly get a game going right here? They're going for 2. 8 inches, the height difference between him and the cornerback right there. He wasn't even close to being open, but that's what you do. You throw a jump ball to Waller. Get 2. Make it a game. Make it a game. God. Yeah. I mean, just for our own entertainment, Riley, we wouldn't mind some of that. All right, so I still got a segment left, and I have two more ad reads. This segment is Tony's timid guy of the weekend, and this is a guy that really underperformed, and he did it in almost a scared fashion in way. And this was Joe Burrow at home against a division opponent who he just played a couple weeks ago. I thought the Ravens had his number after the first time. John Harbaugh, he's too good of a coach to lose two games in a row to a divisional opponent within that time span, and when the divisional opponent sucks. And the line, the fact that the after they played such a great game against the Bills, the fact that they were a home dog, it just showed that it was all Ravens that day, and it was 24-0 was the final score. He threw for no touchdowns and threw for two picks, but he even admitted it himself after the game. He said that there's not one team in this league that would have won with me at quarterback today. He knew he sucked it up, and it was after some really kind of strange or irrelevant comments that he made about being unhappy, maybe not wanting to play, and like that type of perspective is not good for football players. You want the football to feel like the main focus in all of life. That this is the most important thing that you could be doing. And he didn't show up when his like people keep saying, watch out for this team with Joe Burrow. Watch out for this team with Joe Burrow. We got the team with Joe Burrow. They're still losing games. They're still losing games. I realize that the team around him is not great, and their defense is a problem. But their defense, they're all right. I mean, they had one pick six yesterday, so the Ravens really only scored 17 points. They scored zero. I don't know. I don't know about Joe Burrow. Like at times, I think he's amazing. At times, I think he's got. I don't know. All right, Steelers getting the ball back. Oh, that was a great return out to about maybe the 36. Jalen Warren with the head of steam. So this game went from going by really quick to it's significantly slowed down here. All right, Rodgers back at the helm. He's handing it off to first time I've seen 20. Is this their rookie running back? Caleb Johnson or Jalen Johnson? Either way, gain of zero. Top five quarterbacks in the draft according to Mel Kiper. Interesting. We got the guy from Oregon, then Indiana, Alabama, Oklahoma, Duke. 128 days to the draft. That feels close. About 4 months, right? Second and nine, where they're gonna hand it off again, right? Pitching it to the left to 20. He's got fresh legs. Gain of 3 or 4 right there. I'd like to see just a little bit of friction coming from Miami right now. Let's get yourselves back in this game a little bit. They run out of gas. You were exactly right, Troy. All right, Rodgers in the shotgun. A little bit more than 8 minutes left in the game. They call timeout. Only one left. They call timeout. Pittsburgh has won 22 straight home Monday Night Football games. That is crazy. I love that little setback position that Warren's in. I bet Rogers tells him to come closer, to line up in the backfield legitly before he snaps it. Maybe not. They throw it right to him. Oh, that's a. Ooh, I think he got it. What? How the fuck could he possibly tell? That guy wasn't even head on with the line. Why was he? Why was he lined up there? How could he possibly tell if that was a first down or not? It deserves some. Yeah, he was short. The fact that this guy was 5 yards behind the first down marker and able to so confidently say he was right at the line to gain and to say let's go for the first down, it's crazy. Hey guys, it's my half birthday today. Oh, they're punting it now. They almost blocked that thing. Why? Okay, make something happen. Make something happen. Ooh, that was a big hit by 44. Okay, 7:23. Dolphins going back on the field. A lot of fantasy implications still left on the line. This is the weirdest formation. McDaniels, why are you making this so hard? I love how he's always got those bailouts, though. He's always got those bailouts available to him. That's what Tua needs is a little bailout, little screen pass going down. 7 minutes left. The Dolphins might score another touchdown. Four straight TD drives from the Steelers. Dolphins eliminated with the loss. They're fighting for their lives out there. Someone throw them a lifeboat. Someone throwing a lifesaver. A buoy. Ooh, big hit. Get up. Yeah, show them it was a first down. You're down by 20 points. Show them it was a first down, dude. You just caught a 6 yard pass. That's how you get your guy killed out there, Tua. And your ass is showing. What you get up so pissed about? He tackled you. Isn't that what he's supposed to do? That's good. Yeah. Big sack by Hayward. He's having a good game. Less than 6 minutes to go now. Second down. Yeah, look at the steel curtain in the stands saying just let's go. That helps on the defensive side for sure. Just a couple good let's goes. Tua dropping back. What's he got? He's going downfield. He's got 85. Dolchich. Yeah, that's a kind of strange play to not go out of bounds there, sir. Very curly hair, though. Of course, he's got a mustache. That type of curly hair always goes with a mustache. And that's a fact. Less than 5 minutes to go. They're down by 3 scores. Yeah, they're down 19 points. That was scary. That was scary. Another another hospital pass from Tua. He does not care about getting his guys killed. That was such a hospital pass, dude. If he got set up to get hit like he's setting up his receivers to get hit, he would not be playing football anymore. It's insane, man. Oh, they waved it for sure. They weren't trying to. I mean, this drive is taking 4 minutes. They're not even inside the 30-yard line. Mm, 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 mm. Oh yeah, we got a lot of people gone there, Troy. Second and four, 3:19 left in the game. He's got time. Maybe not as much time as he thought. Okay, he's making something happen. A-Chan up the sideline. Make something happen. Ooh, we thought that was going to get him loose right there. He is special. 57 rush yards, 67 receiving yards. I never see this available on FanDuel, but I'm always curious about like total yards. I need to start betting that with certain running backs because I feel like he's always over his total. Who's calling timeout? Why timeout Pittsburgh right there? Why timeout Pittsburgh right there? They lose. They're losing to Detroit. The Steelers, absolutely. Oh man, us going to Baltimore. I don't know who wins that game. That's gonna be tough. I don't know who's gonna win that game. God, I don't know. Oh, okay. That's a great Christmas sweater. Just a smiling Santa with a pint of beer in his hand. That's fun. Tua stepping up. He's touchdown Waller. Touchdown Waller. He's got two of them. Is something gonna happen? Like, can something even happen? He's having a great game. Yeah, he's just been bodying people, playing man offense. Drifts one out for him. 9 plays, 86 yards. The only problem was it took 5 minutes, man. You need that to take 5 minutes. You gotta have it, dude. You gotta have it. There we go. There we go, Ramsey. Yeah, we heard that one. You were the mics were on that one. He's weak as fuck. He weak as fuck. You talking about Tua? Or are you talking about this dude? Come on, man. You gotta have that one. I kind of not want it to not be over. Like this is it kind of getting fun right now? They have all three of their timeouts. They don't even need to do the onside kick right now. 4 for 46 league wide on onside kicks. I hate. They should. There's got to be something new for the onside kicks. There has to be a bigger likelihood, a higher likelihood. All right, we have the onside kick. He fakes the left. Oh, it's alive. Oh, he almost. This guy 83. He's the real gadget guy of the team, man. He's doing the tush pushes. Look at the belly on him. He's doing the tush pushes. He's recovering the onside kicks. I agree, Riley. I don't like the onside kick. There's got to be something with a higher likelihood. Oh, went right under Thielen. All right. I mean, for the fun of it, I would like to see them get a stop. They're having fun in the booth right now. They're not taking this game seriously. I mean, why should they? We're pitching it to the right with Gainwell. He finds 3, 4 yards. Clock run. They call timeout. You, you got what I need. Even this guy's got to sing along with it. Painted beard and all. Came all the way from Miami or the Florida region to go to Pittsburgh, watch the game, watch his team lose. But when that song comes on, you got to sing it. And you say he's just a friend. And you say he's just, oh baby, you got what I need. And you say he's just a friend. And you. Wait, who we got Monday Night Football next week? 49ers? 49ers versus, I hope it's not the Dolphins. I hope it's not the Dolphins. Pass it. Okay. I think the Dolphins are going to get the ball back. Another timeout. 2:21 left in the game. 49ers Colts with Phil Rivers. Whole game of Phil Rivers on tea time. It's only right after what I was saying yesterday. It's only right that I get him. It ain't going to be pretty. It ain't going to be pretty. People might think this shit's sweet. It ain't. Yep, Niners, I just saw that, Riley. What do you think about that game? I think it's a come back to earth moment. Oh, they're throwing this ball. Rodgers, just go down with it. That's the correct play. Okay, the Dolphins are live in this game. The Dolphins are live in this game. He doesn't like getting landed on, Rodgers. Oh, now they got a little bit farther to go. Come on, why are they gonna do that? We could have had fun with this. There's a similar situation in my other league, Ev. Yes. I can root for that for it with you. You know his favorite thing to do is a little dump down too. This is gonna be. Oh, they're handing it off. There's point four. Look at Rodgers having a lot of fun tonight. That's a good form of Rodgers. When things are going good, they're really good. 157, 2 minute warning. I got an ad read for you. I got an ad read. We're still doing the show, still doing our thing. All right. This ad, this sponsor, thank you as always. This sponsor is called the Cookies Computer. Are you tired of your computer asking you if you want to clear cookies? All you're thinking in your head is, I know cookies are good, Why would I ever want to clear myself of them? That's why we came up with the cookie computer. Instead of asking if you'd like to clear cookies, this next generation technology will ask you what type of cookie you want. Using AI, it will start to learn your cookie tendencies, and then each time you open up your computer, you'll see a Mint Milano waiting there for you. Other computers can't deal with cookies, but the cookie computer knows just what you fatzos like. The cookie computer, because like, you want to clear cookies? What exactly are cookies? I like cookies. I thought cookies were a good thing. The cookie computer knows that. It'll feed you exactly what you like, fatso. You could tell that Vikings upset Riley. You and a couple of my other people, man, they felt that Vikings upset coming too. Why does 1 second Nine looks like the worst player in the league? The next he looks like the best. He looked great last night. This guy, well, the Boo's having a lot of fun tonight. I'm jealous of them. They know how to enjoy this shit. Who's he looking for? Across the middle. It's a little short. Waller. Let's keep it running. Let's keep it running. So Hayward's considered a tight end. Tua steps up. Nope. Yeah, he takes a seat. 4th and 2, 4th and 3. This game is pretty much over. I mean, it's been over, but they've been kind of toying with us a little bit. This H-hand. Oh no. Oh no. We can't we can't have a couple more of those, Ev. They're still looking. This is a thing with Tua is he'll play the worst game you've ever seen, and he'll still be trying to the very, very end. Oh, almost picked. Where the love go? 5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go. Bah, get the fuck though. I don't love, bro. Stay your head for a buffalo. You a roughneck. That's a love joke. Let's go. Delay a game. It is. These guys, Troy's just laughing at how badly managed the Dolphins are. That's what he's been saying this whole last 5 minutes of the game, last 7 minutes of the game. Was what are the Dolphins exactly trying to accomplish? This let's call it quits. Let's just call it quits, fellas. Come on. Let's end it. Guys, don't try to run another play. Thank God. It's over. Yeah, Tua's pissed that he couldn't get that last play off to make it look like he's real martyr. Real martyr move. Look, I'm still trying. I'm trying so hard to win this. You suck tonight. You suck tonight. Last horse race of the night. Open it up now. It's going to be worth 2. Count them 2. Going to be worth 2. Count them 2. Who wants in for a horse race? Last one of the night, people. Get it in while you can. Riley got beat at his own game. That was quick. That was quick. That was bang bang. The way that came in. But you look at the tape, you look at the chat, it's as clear as day right there. That's Evan over Riley. Evan got his 6th spot, but Riley, you can really bring it to him. Pick something other than 6. Get the dub. 6 sucked last game. 6 sucked. Riley, we need a new number out of you, pal. And what I want both of you to do is pick another timer on the horse race leaderboard to give one other number to. Riley, don't be a sore sport, pal. We still need you in here. What's your new number? Riley thought he could have picked 6 and went away. That was pretty much a built-in win. Guys, Riley, we need a number. Yeah, that hurts, Riley, but we need a number. We need a number, and I need each of you to pick one other timer to have a representation in this game. Riley, you get the 4. Pick another guy on the horse race leaderboard. Evan, I want you to do the same. Give Tom 1. Okay, Tom. What number are you giving Tom? What number are you giving Tom, Ev? One. Tom's in the 1. Evan's in the 4. No, Riley's in the 4. Evan's in the 6. Riley, we're having you pick one timer. You got 10 seconds to do it. Pick one timer and give them a spot. All right, this one's worth 2. Riley, you missed out on your chance to give a donation. We're running it. It's 5. No one's got the 5. We got 1, 4, and 6. There's 1. There's 1 for the point guard, Tom. And there's 6 for Rev. I mean, 6. You're gonna be. Oh, you get Mike. No, but you need to pick a number for him. Actually, I'll pick a number for Mike. I'll give Mike the 3. I'll give Mike the 3. No one's in the 5. We got 1, 3, 5, 4, 6. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. No 2. There's another 1 for Tom, the point guard. And there's 6. Oh, there's Ev. There's Ev. You deserve it big for getting the 6. And there's 1 for Tom right there. Don't have your own 1 beat you right there. There's 3. There's 3 for Mikey O'Brien. 3 for Mikey O'Brien. Where's the 4? Ooh, just off the board. Just off the board. And there's another 3 for Mikey O. We need 2 and 4. 2 and 4 out of the other 3 for Mikey O. 3 is hot. 1 and 3. And there's a 5. Okay, 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5. And there's a 1. Tom is moving expeditiously. Ev, you might got You might get fucked with your generosity. Two's out of the bag. Two's out of the bag. And there's another two for you. Another two for you. Riley with the four. Riley doesn't feel comfortable unless he has the six. The four is nowhere to be the seed. And there's another five. 1 and 5 times to the lead. And there's the four. Finally gets out of the block. Ready to race. There's another one. Tom, I mean, this is a one race. Everyone knows this is a one race. There's six for you, though, Ev. Six. Like, you almost deserve the win for just getting the six. There's two. There's two. 2 and 5 are unoccupied. There's one again. One for Tom. You might get this done. It's worth two, by the way. It's another one. Tom, you were lucking out with some generosity right now. It's a 5. It's a 5. Nothing going there. Nothing doing. There's a 6. Okay, Ev. You're making it a race. You're making it a race. And there's another 5. 5 moving up expeditiously. 5 moving. And there's 4. Riley wants to get in the mix. Can he make something happen? There's a 2. There's an inconsequential 2. And there's a 3. There's Mikey O'Brien trying to get in the mix. One solid, and then I'm right when I say it. Ev, it's the giving season. It's Christmas. That's how you're supposed to do things around here. If you can't win, give it to others. That's Tom with the 2-bagger for you. Tom, you move in. You get 2 spots. You get 2 wins for that one. You are moving out of the dumps of the horse race leaderboard. You're moving out of last place, and you're moving all the way to second. You're moving all the way to second. So let's do that little update we do. We do updates around here. And right, Tom, 3. There you go, Tom. Moving up in the world right there. All right, guys, nice playing. Let's wrap things up like we always do. This was another Monday Night Football edition of Tea Time. We had the Steelers at home going against the Dolphins. I was on the Dolphins. If you look at the Tea Time bets over here, my favorite bet, the only bet they actually did, was the Jonnu Smith one. So that was good. We ran that into it right there, and it worked out for us. That was a complete, utter domination by the Steelers. They were looking really good tonight. Rodgers looks like he's in control, and he's really playing some good football right now. But if I know anything about the Steelers, is right when they're riding high is when they start to crash down. Right when they start to crash down, they go back up. So, I mean, they're playing against the Lions next week. I cannot imagine them hanging with the Lions, honestly. I think that's going to be a big, big game for Gibbs. But you're going to be seeing me. No, that's not for that game. When you will be seeing me next is Thursday Night Football. Who do we got for Thursday Night Football? Let's see. Oh, it's Riley's game. It is the Rams and the Seahawks. Riley, I am going to be a big, big Seahawks fan on Thursday night because I'd love to see the Seahawks win and kick the Rams out of first place in the division and give it to the 49ers because I had a bet that the 49ers would win the division, that NFC West division. So that's a great game coming up on Thursday. Looking forward to that. As always, thank you, each and every one of you, for tea timing, for being tea timers. I'll be forever grateful to yous. And as always, how we always end it around here, I salute.